Before starting this video, let me tell you one thing. I want to apologize. It looks like I'm naked if I'm like this. I want to apologize if you can hear my stomach because I'm very hungry. I should be having a jumbo king big man, grown adult man sized meal right now. I'm very hungry. And so I apologize if you can hear my stomach. This video is going to be about red flags. I don't really know why you clicked on this video, but it's a little weird. Bless you.
Gesundheit. Gesundheit in the house.
Okay. Oh my god, she attacked me.
Oh, I'm dancing.
I don't know if you can see her. But, so let me say something before starting all of this. I don't know why I'm doing a video like this. I don't know why anyone would care what I think and what my definition of red flags are. Yeah, like I said, I don't know why you would care, but here we are, and we're gonna get started. I kind of don't like how I look today. Weird. Huh. Let me start. I'm gonna start with, I'm sorry, I'm so distracted. My cats are having like a really brutal fight next to me.
So why don't you stop them?
I don't interfere with nature, bitch. Do your thing, girls. Okay. Red flag number one. And there are obviously a lot of red flags, like basic shit like racism. Obviously, I'm not gonna go into the basics. I wrote down a few that just came to the top of my head. And obviously, racism and all of that is not good and is a big red flag. But this is not what we're gonna be talking about today. I'm gonna go. It's gonna be a little different. Okay, let me start. Number one for me. My eyes might look weird when I look down or when I look up because I had eye surgery. If you can't see. Trust me, bitch, we can't see. But here, I had surgery. Okay. Number one. And this is not ranked, okay? This is just random. Number one, not liking cats. Not liking animals in general, but I don't really know a person who doesn't like animals, Like I get if you don't like something like super random. I don't like crocodiles. I get that. Okay, you know what? Maybe you have your reasons. Okay, you have your personal experiences with whatever. Okay, and we respect that, obviously. But if you tell me that you hate animals in general or you have no interest in animals, then something is not right. It's especially cats. If you don't like cats, then something is obviously wrong with you, like really wrong with you. And I stand by that. 100%. I stand by that. Yeah, you must be ill, some kind of mental illness. I would get it checked out because how can you look at a cat and not like it? They don't even bother you. It's not like a dog. It's not like dogs are. I'm not saying that dogs are annoying, but dogs are annoying. Oh, dogs are annoying. They always need your attention and they need to be around you, and they eat everything they can find, and I like the bad sides of having a dog. I get if you don't if you're not like a super dog person, but not you're not like, look at her. She's not bothering anyone. She might make a tiny little bit of mess, but I'm okay with that. I mean, who doesn't? My boyfriend makes mess every day. So look at them. How can you not love that? Please, just look at them. How can you not love that? they're not bothering anyone, and their faces are so small and so cute, and they make like this. They make sounds like this. What's wrong with you? How can you not find that cute or not like it? And people are always like, I don't like cats because they're assholes. I'm sorry, she's not, licking peanut butter off your yuck. Okay? This is not a dog. This is a cat. She has like a whole ass personality. So yeah, if you don't like cats, something is wrong with you. You should get it checked out. So red flag number 1. And if this was ranked, then this would be number 1 as well. Okay. Next red flag. Rude as a joke. I guess that's obvious. I don't have to say much to that because if you are rude as a joke, then yeah, it's not funny. And I'm not talking about like like flirty, rude, sarcastic type. I'm not talking about that. I'm just talking about in general, just rude as a joke. People who are rude as a joke. Pretty self-explanatory. I always hated those people. Yeah, especially if they're like this in front of other people, So kind of like embarrassing you for what? For nothing. Just because they think it makes them look, I guess, funny or cool. I don't know what they think. I don't know how people like that think. But it's disgusting. And this is something for the girls, I guess, for the women. How to say this? If you are not a girl's girl, you are a red flag. Because, you know how I thought of that? So as you know, I don't have many friends. I don't because I'm very I'm always at home. Okay, I don't go out. I don't put in the effort. Yeah, okay, and fine. We acknowledge that, and we are like, okay, we know that you're fucked up. We accept that. But back then, I met my boyfriend's ex-girlfriend, and she was always saying stuff like I'm a girl's girl. I love girls. I'm a girl's girl. You know what that means? Just I'm gonna give you like a brief description if you don't know what that means. It's kind of like girls supporting girls. Not being a pick-me girl, not being rude to another girl because she has something that you don't, because she's prettier, because she's more successful, because she's, whatever. This goes for everyone, but, women know how women can be, obviously. And it can get very petty. So, yeah, his ex-girlfriend was always saying shit like, we don't have any contact to her anymore. She would always say shit like, I'm a girl's girl. Like, I love girls, and like all the power to women. And I would never talk shit, about another woman because, we support each other. Oh my God, my cat just brought me this. Okay, guys, this video has to be very short because she wants to play. They love fetching stuff, so I didn't just throw away her gift. It was just they love fetching stuff. Okay, let me continue. She was always saying that she's a girl's girl, but she wasn't a girl's girl. She wasn't. She was talking a lot of shit, a lot, and sometimes I wouldn't want to meet her because I was like, okay, I was telling my boyfriend, okay, you can go hang out with her, but I'm not gonna join you guys because I feel like she's judging me a lot, and she's like she's like not passive aggressive, but she's rude. She doesn't like me for no reason. She probably has her reasons. Okay, we just don't match. Maybe she just doesn't like me. But so I'll be upfront. I'm not coming to see you guys because I would also tell her because I think you're judging me and you don't like me, and yeah, you don't like me. I feel like you don't like me. I really think you don't like me. And she'd be like, no, not at all. I love you. And it wasn't true. It wasn't true. She hated me. At least that's how I felt. And yeah, it's very difficult to explain what girl's girl means. Let me continue with, there was one more thing. which I thought was very funny. But I would tell her, like, we would talk. I would never meet her alone. Obviously, it was always with my boyfriend, and I never forget that because it was so weird to me and my boyfriend. It was so weird to us because I don't know why she did that. Basically, I was telling her this was a long time ago, but I was telling her, like, hey, she asked me. I don't know. I think she asked me something about. She asked me something about our relationship or something, and I was like, yeah, I really. I found out that Andreas really loves me because he started crying because of something. Because of something. So he was very afraid. He was very afraid to lose me. So he started crying a lot, and that's when I knew. Okay, and he never cries. And I was like, that's the first time he ever cried since I've known him, and never again. And that was the one and only time. I don't think I'm ever gonna see him cry again. And she was like, oh yeah, he cried all the time with me. He was crying all the time with me. Oh my God, he was crying all the time with me. Every day, all day. So, and and like my boyfriend heard that a little bit, and then he was also like, okay, that's weird to even bring that up. So yeah, that's when I knew. I was like, okay, I'm not gonna get along with her. She doesn't like me, and she can't. She has some unresolved issues. I don't know if it's with him or if it's with me, but we cut contact basically. So yeah, if someone can explain it better what girl means, you can write it down in the comments, because how do I explain that? If you know, you just know it. Okay, let's continue, okay? This is something very obvious. Hello. Did you hear her answer me? This is something very obvious, but I wanted to bring it up anyway because it's such a big point. Excessive jealousy. And along with that, having a low self-esteem. Because I used to talk to someone. I used to like him, I guess. It was like a online relationship type shit. So it wasn't a actual relationship in my eyes now. And back then I was very young. I was like 16, man. 16, 17. So I was like, I liked him. I thought it was like, oh my God, true love. Obviously he had, I had many issues, but now when I look back, I feel like he had much more issues than me. Because he would like make me delete my Instagram. I guess because of low self-esteem, He, oh my God. He would make me delete Instagram. He would kind of like not allow me to speak with my friends. And just excessive jealousy, but like in a very toxic and disgusting way. He wouldn't allow me to speak to my friends. He was always... and the worst thing was that he started not talking to me. When there was an issue, he wouldn't talk to me. He was just passive aggressive and annoyed and angry and like quiet. And whenever I would ask like, what's wrong? Talk to me, man. Like that's all we got. It's talking. And he wouldn't talk to me because obviously immature and yeah, we were very young, so I guess he was just kind of, yeah, immature and very low self-esteem because he always thought that he was like uglier than me, which might be true, which is true, but I told him very often that I don't care about looks. So, it was my decision if I wanted to keep talking to that person or not, but... Basically, it's very difficult, excessive jealousy and low self-esteem. Yeah. My boyfriend is leaving to pick up some food for us. But guys, excessive jealousy, it's the biggest red flag ever. And low self-esteem, obviously, for obvious reasons. Next point. Lack of respect. These are all obvious points, obviously, but Some people like to overlook them because, they're so in love and that's all that matters. But no, it's not. Lack of respect is crazy. I always told my boyfriend, as soon as we got together, I told him, look, if we ever get into a let's say, this is like, for me, this is the case where you can see it the most. When you get into a fight, this is where you can actually see if that person respects you. This is how it has always been for me. If you get into a fight, if you get into an argument, and I told him, if you ever get into an argument and you start insulting me, then we're done. We're done, because that's crazy. Because that doesn't even get us anywhere. You're just literally insulting me to hurt me, and doesn't matter what I did. How do you think that's gonna change anything? And if that's your way of like feeling better, then you need to grow the fuck up. You need to grow the fuck up. Because I'm not talking about like, I also insult my boyfriend as a joke, okay? And he insults me as a joke all the time. We think it's funny, obviously, but if he does that in front of other people, or if he insults me while we're arguing, then yeah, I would leave him. I would leave that person, and that it doesn't have to be. And all of the things that I'm saying don't have to be a relationship, as in like a romantic relationship. It can also just be a friendship. If I had friends and they would insult me during a fight or in public, to embarrass me, kind of. Yeah, I would leave. I don't think that's cute. I don't think that's funny. Yeah, get your emotions and your anger under control, because I'm not gonna deal with that. Not at all. But that's just me. Let's continue. Next we have, I think that's so funny. I don't think it's a majority, but still, I thought it was very funny. If you use Snapchat, and if you're not a kid and you use Snapchat, if you're a grown man, woman, whatever you identify as, if you use Snapchat as a grown person, that's crazy. Something is wrong with you. That's not good. That's what the fuck are you doing on Snapchat if you're like over 80? Oh, I don't even know I don't know, man. I stopped using Snapchat when I was like 16, 17. Yeah, if you use Snapchat over 18 years old, I don't make the rules, man. Then you are disgusting. Grow the fuck up, man. What the fuck are you like keeping these like streaks or whatever you call them? Are you sending pictures to your friends? What the fuck are you doing? Grow the fuck up. What the fuck? Crazy behavior. Disgusting. Yeah, delete Snapchat. That's crazy. What are you doing on there? And like the messages that get deleted.
Oh my god, we're so discreet.
What are you doing? Use Instagram or whatever you use. Everything else is okay. I guess, yeah. Except Telegram. I don't know if you guys use that, but Telegram is also weird to me. Is weird to me because it's like, it's basic. People just use it to for like pornos or for like weird shit. I've never met someone who uses Telegram for anything else than weird shit. So Telegram and Snapchat. Telegram I can somehow understand. Okay, do your thing. Okay, if you keep your pornos, whatever. If you're in weird groups, whatever. But Snapchat is crazy. Okay, next red flag. I do still have a few, so I'm gonna go through them a little bit faster. A very, very, very big point, disrespectful towards pigeons. I think it's incredible that people are still rude and aggressive towards pigeons. I went out. Whenever I go out and I see someone like chasing a pigeon, I always start insulting them. Like last time, we were just out walking. When I see a pigeon, I just make like a tiny circle around him. I don't bother him. Okay, do your thing. And I'm sorry that humans treated you so badly. If you don't know the history with humans and pigeons, you should definitely look that up. It's very interesting and very sad. And so we were walking with my boyfriend, and there was this grown man scaring away a pigeon. Like he was like stomping towards it so it flew away. And I just stood there and I was like, how disgust, and I just like really loudly, I was like, how disgusting do you have to be to scare away a pigeon? He was just standing there. And even if he wasn't, well, what's the problem with a pigeon being here? He's not gonna kill you, my guy. He's much smaller than you. He's not gonna hurt you, okay? The most he can do is, if he is above you, which he wasn't, he could take a shit on you. So you should maybe move, but he wasn't. He was just standing there. So I just told that, and I said that like really loud, and he was like, just like looking at me, and then he was really quiet, and he just felt like really ashamed. So I felt a little bad after it, but I get really upset, especially when grown-ups let their children chase after pigeons. That's also, what are you doing? These are whole ass animals. These are the animals, and they have feelings, especially pigeons and such. You know, we've traumatized them for such a long time. Anyway, let me get to my point. Not liking pigeons, or not respecting, scaring away pigeons. Okay, stay away from those people. Always, always, always. Next point, if they own a Tesla or like Elon Musk, I don't have to explain much. You can just Google his name, and I guess you will know what I mean by that. One time we went to a therme, like a spa, with my boyfriend, and there was this man with this huge ass Elon Musk tattoo on, Elon Musk's face on his arm. Not much to say. We were laughing at him. We were pointing at him, and yeah. If I had tomatoes, I would throw tomatoes, but I just had to like be so that should be enough, hopefully. Next point, cringe tattoos. If somebody has cringe tattoos, and I see mainly men with like flower tattoos, and I'm not talking about like beautiful flowers. I'm talking about like roses and like or like clocks, like a clock, and like the time, and or like different numbers, like römische Zahlen. I can't think of the English word. Anyway, you know what I mean. Cringe tattoos, like big clocks, or like if you have like a woman tattoo, obviously, faces of people, celebrities or whatever. Red flag. Stay away from those people. It's very weird, and it's very cringe. And people see those tattoos and they don't think, oh my god, this must have a meaning. This is like so badass. They think like, why is this grown man why does this grown man has like a clock on his arm, or a half naked woman, or a face of a celebrity, or a rose on his arm? It's not nice. It's not cute. It's not. It's not what it's. I know what you think it is, but it's not. And like I've said, I don't make the rules. I just forward them to you guys. Next is obviously littering. I don't know why people litter. I haven't done it. Let's say, okay. It's not like I've never done it. Obviously, very rarely. Let's say I smoke a cigarette and I've been searching for a damn trash can. Okay, and I've been searching for a long time. And you can't carry cigarettes around for too long because it stinks, and it stinks. You start to stink. So. Yeah, obviously I have thrown a cigarette on the floor sometime, okay? But I try my absolute best to never do such thing. So yeah, littering, I guess, is a very big red flag. Okay, next, following a lot of young naked girls. I've been noticing a pattern on Instagram. This obviously also goes for women following or men following young naked boys, but I've been seeing a lot of men follow extremely young naked girls, OnlyFans girls, on Instagram, and it's like, and they don't give a fuck. They don't give a fuck. They're like, I follow them, and you can see it on my page. Basically, you can check them out, and it's like you have like 800 followers, and all of them, almost more than half of them are half naked and very young, and I'm talking about like very young, like 17, 18, which is very young in my opinion. And just following them on Instagram is crazy because that's wild. You don't care. You don't care anymore. You don't care if your parents see it. You don't care if your friends see it. You're just like, okay, you know what? I masturbate to very young girls on Instagram, and I look up their naked ass boobs shaking videos on Instagram, and I stand for it. Which, is weird. It's weird. It's weird. I don't know if I would have the same opinion if they weren't that young. Then I would probably be like, oh my god, that's a kink, and okay. I don't know. It will be interesting, I guess, but kind of the point, them being this young and shaking their ass and boobs on Instagram is always for me a little. I don't know. It's weird because I also talked about the guy that I used to like online, and my boyfriend and I, we were going for his followers, just like we were bored, whatever. We were going for his followers, and he's like following like a bunch of extremely young girls, but like really weird young girls. They look, they are obviously either 17 or 18, but they looked like 13, okay, 12, 13, and they were like shaking their boobs and ass. Oh my god, and it was so funny to like see him watch all of this stuff and follow all of these OnlyFans girls. It was really funny. So yeah, it was very embarrassing. I also felt embarrassed. I was always like, also like, hey man, don't judge me. I was like 16 years old when I liked that guy. 16, 17, 18 years old when I liked that guy. So he wasn't like this back then. Trust me, he wasn't like this back then. Wait. I was like that. Yeah. I have the last 2 points. Okay, last 2 points. Hating Twilight because it's Twilight. That's a big ass red flag, man. My boyfriend and I had a very long discussion yesterday. He was telling me, I don't like Twilight because it's like so shallow. And I was like, what do you mean it's shallow? Well, how is it shallow? And he's like, the entire story is just like, it's about the vampire's love being stronger than his will to kill her. And I was like, that's not the fucking point. It's the main theme. It's the main topic. And he was like saying weird shit. He doesn't know what he's talking. Andreas, hörst du mich? I hope he hears me. That's not the main point of Twilight, okay? If you hate Twilight just because it's Twilight and because you've heard that it's romantic and like so bad and like so shallow, better love story than Twilight. Grow the fuck up and watch the Twilight movies. It's incredible. And I don't know any other vampire movies that well made. Yeah, Twilight is really good. It's really good. And people who know me are always really shocked when I say that because I'm like a masculine girl. I'm also like the deep voice and like and I usually don't like romantic stuff and such, but Twilight is really good. I really like it. I don't have any movie to compare it to because it's so different. Yeah, so if you hate Twilight just because it's Twilight, that's a red flag. Do your research, watch the movie, and be open-minded. And okay, that's why there are like that. There's a reason why there are 5 Twilight movies. Okay, I don't know. I'm not that big of a fan, but there are many Twilight movies. Last point. Screaming while playing a game. This goes for my boyfriend. He only does it when we're both playing. But my point, this red flag, I mean when he's playing alone, when he's playing online alone, or even just, not, it doesn't have to be online. If he's playing a game and he's screaming and cussing and, like the crazy behavior, I just thought of my little brother and he does that all the time. So if you're screaming while playing a game, yeah, no, that's a red flag. I can't explain it. It's a red flag. I obviously get mad I get mad too when I play a game. My boyfriend and I have both an Xbox, so we play games together. We play Fortnite a lot, and playing Fortnite is not cringe, guys. Okay, grow up. We have to normalize that Fortnite is not cringe. It's really fun. You should try it. So my boyfriend and I, we play a lot of Fortnite together and other games. But if he plays alone and he starts screaming, that's not normal. I also get very mad and I start screaming when I play with my boyfriend, and something funny happens, or something really aggravating, whatever. Something happens that makes me upset, then I scream too. But kind of just to be funny, to kind of get him in the mood as well. But I've never played a game and then started screaming, or I always have done this. This is normal. This is normal. This is like, maybe this is white people behavior. I don't know. But this is normal. Or this. This is what I do. This is normal. This is acceptable. But I've never been like, man, what the fuck? I've never done that. I don't know. It's a red flag. Now you guys can write down your red flags down in the comments. And you can also get mad at my opinions. And you can tell me why you think that certain things are okay and certain are not. You can criticize my opinions and my red flags. You can criticize them. I'm open for discussions, and if not, I'm just open to hear what you think. That's it. That's it. That's all there is to it. And I'm very hungry, and my boyfriend brought food, and I'm just gonna eat it now, and I'm gonna have a good time. I'm gonna have a good time. So like, and the basics. Like and subscribe and leave a comment, and watch it with your family and share it to your friends. Okay. You know how the bullshit goes. I don't know. You know how the bullshit goes. I don't have to clarify. You know how the bullshit goes. So bye bye. Love you guys. And don't you dare comment something like,
I'm here for the ASMR. What are you doing? I'm here for the ASMR.
I don't care, man. This is my channel. I do whatever I want. I do whatever I want. Do you know that song? What song is that? I do whatever I want. Damn, it was a rap song. I don't know what it was though. Okay, I'm gonna go now because I'm gonna eat and have a good day. So bye bye.